The reason I invest in credit card companies is because I want some of those profits. Don't let me profit from you. That's crazy. I can't make 21% in the market every year. Hi there, Chef Wonderful here again. I thought it'd be a great time of the year, family gathering, preparing food, getting together with friends and family to talk about the year and the year ahead as well. So I'd like to get into some planning for the new year, okay? I think you should think about this a little bit. The worst thing you can do, number one, is push off financial planning. That's a very bad idea. You don't want to cut that out of what you do. You should plan every quarter. What am I taking in? What am I spending? Am I going into debt? You do not want to go into debt. Debt is bad because most people put it on their credit cards at 21, 22, 23% interest. The reason I invest in credit card companies is because I want some of those profits. Don't let me profit from you. That's crazy. I can't make 21% in the market every year, but the credit card companies do off your balances. If you leave them on over the month, do not do that. Pay off your credit cards. So it's all about financial planning. Remember, I've said this about watches too. Don't buy a watch you can't afford. Don't go into debt for a watch. You should only buy watches you can afford, and that's part of financial planning. Just throwing that out there. Very simple rule of financial planning. Take 2 pieces of paper. You don't need a computer for this. On one side, over a 90-day period, that's 3 months, put all your sources of revenue, how you make money, you pay, your side hustle, whatever else you do to bring in cash. The other side, what you spend on rent and food and everything else, what goes out. In other words, what comes in, what goes out. You got to make sure that what goes out is not more than what comes in, all right? That's very important. Now, number 2, this is also very important. I don't want you neglecting your relationships because you have to build your network. Friends and family are very important, but in life, it's also important to build a social and business relationship and maintain them. It's not that hard to send someone a message every couple of days just so you stay on their radar screen. You don't want to just completely go off someone's radar screen for months and months because then there's no bond anymore. Or give them a call or go out for a drink somewhere or meet them for a coffee. People that are important to you for many reasons. It's good to have a social network. You really only have 15 close friends most of your life, but you could have hundreds of people you know and at least 30 that are important to your career. So think about that. That's number 2. Never neglect building your relationships and maintaining them. Okay? Very, very important. Now, something else I want you to think about. It's sort of something I've talked about quite a bit, is sort of underestimating the importance of your first impression. You know what this means? If I walk in a room and you've never seen me before, what are you going to see? I have a good haircut on. Usually I'm wearing a suit unless I'm chefing like I am today. And I make sure that I look great. Why? First impressions are everything. I'm not unshaven. I'm not unclean. I make sure I look good. What clothes am I wearing? I've talked about this with Tige because men's skincare really matters. This dome, the Dome of Desire, I don't want it sunburnt. I make sure it's got SPF 20 or 30 on it every day because I live in Florida. I'm on the boardwalk. I'm walking around. I got to keep the dome looking absolutely gorgeous. That's why it is the Dome of Desire. Now, if you have a Dome of Desire, you have to maintain it too, or your skin. Think about it. You only have one chance to make a first impression. That's number 3 on the hit parade. Hi, Mr. Wonderful here. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that Tige Hanley is a longtime sponsor, and it's because I actually believe in and use their products. I'm a straightforward and no-nonsense kind of guy, and that's why I love Tige Hanley. They've simplified the whole skincare game for us guys. None of that unnecessary stuff. Just the essentials you need to keep your skin looking and feeling amazing. Look at me. I look spectacular. Let me tell you, folks, a quality skincare routine can do wonders for your confidence. And if you're just starting out, I recommend you start with Tige Hanley's Level 1 system. It's got everything you need. That's right. A daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20. Yes, this product in particular is essential for the Dome of Desire. Keeps the sun off it. And a PM moisturizer. Never used skincare before? No worries. Tige Hanley makes it stupidly simple for guys. In every box, there's this handy card that tells you exactly when to use each product and how much of it to use and in what order. Now, I'll be honest, I used to brush off skincare, But since I started using Teach Handley, I wish I'd started sooner. And it's not just me. They've got over 7,000 five-star reviews from guys all over the world. And because Teach Handley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the first link in the description and you'll get 30% off your first box. Plus a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Click that link and get started today. Look good and feel great. That's what Teach Handley is all about. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You're not like other people. I hear this all the time. Oh, but I'm not like him. I'm not like her. Of course, you're different. You're unique. You should focus on what makes you unique. That's number 4. That's so important to actually understand who you are and promote yourself. That's the whole idea. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Let's focus on my strength. Let's not compare myself to some movie star or some social media dude. Who cares? You're you. You have to build your own confidence up. I tell this to people all the time, young and old alike. Look, there's always someone going to be richer than you. There's always going to be someone more successful than you. There's always going to be someone poorer or less successful. That's how it works. That's what life is. Understand where you sit in that pecking order and be proud of it. I'm never going to be the richest guy on earth. I don't care. I want to be successful in what I do, and I want to build my businesses and help my entrepreneurs and do what I do and build my relationships up with everybody I care about, friends and family and business associates, the best I can. That's being the best Mr. Wonderful can be. I'm not jealous of anybody because I can't be them anyways. And guess what, kiddies? They can't be me either. Think about that sometimes. They can't be you, and be proud of that. There's only one you, and that's why I want you to understand point number 4 is one of the most important. Don't be jealous of other people. Be proud of yourself. All right, number 5 on the hit parade. You have to get this in your head. It's not easy to do, particularly if you're risk averse. You have to be willing to take risks. Most people never take enough risks in their career. They're too nervous to do it, particularly when you're in your 20s. You want to take those chances because you can afford to. You don't have as much financial burden on yourself. Usually you don't have a house or family yet, and so you don't have a mortgage or kids you got to feed and a wife you have to take care of, or vice versa. Your significant other, it doesn't matter. The point is, you got to take risks. And you got to make decisions of consequence. That's why I don't like people that become consultants. They never make any decisions of consequence. That's why I never hire consultants. After 2 years, they're tainted. They've never done anything that makes a difference to anybody. They just make recommendations all the time. Nothing wrong with that career, but they never make a decision of consequence. The only way you advance is you take risks, make decisions of consequences, learn from your mistakes. You're going to make many of them, and just keep trucking on down the road. That's how it works. Number 6, remember this. This is also very important. You never stop learning, ever. You never stop learning. Always be educating yourself. I'm always trying to play the guitar better, be a better photographer, read the next paper on bond maturity, see what's going on in the European stock market or the US. In all the areas I pursue, I want to be learning all the time. That's absolutely crucial. Am I the best chef on earth? Almost, but almost means I gotta learn more. Can anybody beat my crêpe flambée? No. My escargot? Nobody beats my escargot. But could I make a better roast beef? Maybe. The only way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna keep working on my chefing until I'm perfect, and I'll never get there. But it's a lot of fun trying. Life is about learning, and friendships, and great food, and great wine, and a career, and all of these things. I wish the best to all of you and all my entrepreneurs. Have a fantastic holiday and a great new year. Happy holidays, everybody.